2.5 years ago when this channel started, I did a lot of our videos when I was outside walking Jordan, one of my little dogs. Well, I am so frustrated with my home internet, I've decided to get out of the house and walk around the neighborhood while we do our daily financial news. So again, I don't know if I will do this in the future, but I am pretty pissed off this morning. So I had to get out of the house and do our daily financial news outside. So a couple of quick things. Again, it is Sunday, August 1st, which means we should be speaking with Laura Morby at 8 o'clock, then have a surprise interview at 9, which should be a lot of fun. In addition to that, we have our goals video. It's what I was talking about when the first video disappointed me and shut down. The goals for the week is pretty awesome. We closed 15 deals. And again, if you don't know, I have a goals playlist on this channel that I talk about every Sunday. And yes, we closed 15 deals. There were a couple of disappointing factors I just want to touch on here. First and foremost, it really was book reviews, something that you can do for me. We sold nearly 200 books last week, but I think we only had 7 or 8 5-star reviews. So if I could ask a favor from you this Sunday, August 1st, if you haven't yet left a 5-star review, could you go to Amazon or Audible, either is fine, and leave a 5-star review for me? That would be greatly appreciated. Again, back to the daily financial news for this August 1st. We have Congress still in session. Congress is still in session. We have them talking about a bipartisan bill where they're going to be spending $110 billion on roads and bridges, $39 billion on public transit, $66 billion on rail, and then $55 billion on water and waste. That's only part one or part A of a 2-part process. Right after that, there is talk about them continuing to move forward with $3.5 trillion, totaling $4 trillion in new spending. That will become interesting in a minute when I put that in context. It is August 1st. There was no last-minute reprieve for the eviction moratorium. It is now gone. The Congress did not pass something further extending that. Again, watch your state, because just because the federal CDC thing is gone doesn't mean your state allows them, because I think California is out till September, and I think it was New Jersey out to January 1st. Ouch. Next thing you are going to start to hear a lot about is unemployment. Unemployment cliff. Apparently there's 7.5 million folks on extended unemployment, which expires September 6th. A short 5 weeks away. This again is the federal $300 a week goose up. Again, that I think 26 states still have. I think 24 have backed out or declined, and leaving 26 states still out there. But expect a lot more discussion about this unemployment cliff out there. A couple of interesting things, again, what I was reading about is demographics. I'm trying to figure out some big picture things because I think we are seeing peak earnings and we are seeing a transition from stuff to services. So I've been reading a lot of stuff to really think about. First off, on the demographic side, did you know 4 million baby boomers turn 65 next year? That's a pretty big number. Obviously, 65 isn't 65 when I was younger. They're living longer, they're healthier. But there is something to think about, right? Are they going to downsize finally? Are they going to move? What is going on there? Again, as a real estate investor, we have to look at these things. On the other extreme, this is one I've talked about before, but is becoming more and more meaningful. Millennials turning 30, 2 million a year. That's actually 5% bigger than the generation before them. 30 is an important number in real estate because that is near the age of first-time home ownership, which is 31.4 years of age, something of that nature. Interesting stuff to watch. And then again, another metric is household formations. Household formations up 1.5% over the last 18 months. That's some interesting data to look at. Again, housing formation, lots of reasons for it. Roommates breaking up or moving apart, people leaving cities, going other places. Lots of things to think about. It is probably why rents are up so much, or at least one of the contributing factors. Back to stimulus. Looks as of right now, before these next two I don't know, spending things come to bear. We've already spent $5 trillion. I want to put that in context. $5 trillion. We have roughly 129 million households, right? 129 million. So if you take 5 trillion divided by 129 million households, this is crazy. $39,000 per household. First off, did you get $39,000? Because I didn't get $39,000. Nowhere, not even close. So I'm just curious. That's a lot of money, right? $39,000 is what we've spent so far, and there's another $4 trillion coming. Man, if you just round that off, that's another $70,000. That's $70,000 per household. I can't, and our kids and our grandkids are going to have to pay for this. That's crazy, right? But again, we are talking about consumers. That's what I do on this channel, because if I know what the consumer is doing, I can make wise investments. It is often said and quoted that the consumers, because of stimulus slowdown in spending last year, big pullback in services, get this, services like eating out at restaurants and concerts and things like that. It's estimated that consumers pulled back $711 billion last year. That's more than I expected. That's a big number. But you've often heard me talk about $1.9 trillion in extra savings. So I did the same math. The number actually is $1.92 trillion. So if you take that divided by 129 million households, that is extra savings of $15,000 per household. Wow, I just put this in. So first off, the government spent $39,000 per household, which allowed the average household to save 15 grand. Wow, that's a delta of 24 grand, but I digress. The reason I wanted to know that $15,000 is because I believe consumers are consumers. They have never disappointed me in the past. They can save for a moment and then they start spending. Yeah, so where is it going to go? What's going on? We'll get to that in a minute. Something else I saw, I did a reaction video, I think it was to the Economic Ninja yesterday, where he called out that stock portfolios have the highest margin debt ever. I wanted to go validate that because I had not heard that. It turns out to be true. Right now, investors have borrowed against their stock portfolio a higher percentage than 1929. Folks, if you are too young or you don't know what happened shortly thereafter, go look it up because it was ugly. It was ugly. It's often called the Great Depression, just saying. Wow. Looks like they have borrowed a total of $822 billion against their portfolio. And if you don't know what happens when you get margin called, go look at what crypto did 2 or 3 months ago, where I think it was Bitcoin went from like 62 to like 29 or something. A lot of that was people being washed out, right? Take the stairs up, elevator down. Crazy. Another thing I saw, again, as a real estate channel, single family homes, the median home equity, $252,000. That number is crazy, obviously very skewed by states with a high median like California and New York, but still a crazy thing to think about. Next up, we got housing has turned from FOMO to FOO. So obviously FOMO is fear of missing out. But do you know what FOO is? FOO. This is interesting. This is what I'm talking about. This is the housing slowdown. This is all the things that I've been talking about on this channel. Please learn your market. FOO, FOO stands for fear of overspending. I like that one. FOO, fear of overspending. Again, what am I telling you is happening? Sellers are seeing listings. They want to list their homes, but then they don't know what price, so they create a crazy price right as demand is falling because buyers have fear of overspending. Then the last thing to kind of talk about is we have Home Depot in casino traffic. That may not sound like an interesting metric, but trust me, it is. What have we seen the last 14 or 15 months? People staying home, people going to Home Depot, going to Lowe's, like things, and upgrading their homes. Now, we've seen a quick switch to services. So get this. Home Depot foot traffic below 2019. That's interesting. However, casino foot traffic is above 50% above 2019. Folks, consumers don't disappoint. I keep telling you that. They have these little moments in time where they act all squirrely, but consumers like to spend. What did I say earlier? Consumers have an extra $15,000 per household saved. They are done upgrading their houses. They are going out and partying. Casino foot traffic is up 50%. Not from 2020, mind you, from 2019. Think about that. You want to talk about why there's a housing slowdown? Folks, people are out partying. They are stopped shopping. They are frustrated. They have fear of overspending. This is the perfect time to learn your market. Go find those deals. Some people have to sell. If you're learning your market, you can find motivated sellers. It won't be easy. I'm not saying it is, but trust me, they are on the MLS. There are some sellers that have to sell. You just have to find them, look for days on market, look for price drops. And lastly, as we learned in my private Facebook group, write the offer, trust your gut. Some agents don't understand that the market has changed, but you need, and if they don't want to write your offer, find a new agent. So again, I apologize for the squirrely internet. I don't know what's going on with AT&T. I have a house guest, so I'm in a different part of my house. So maybe that's a dead spot. I don't know. I'm doing the best I can. I want to keep doing these things every day. It's been over 2 years. And the weather is kind of squirrely in the Bay Area. Looks kind of cloudy. Anyways, have a wonderful August 1st. It is Sunday. Go enjoy it. Don't forget to do your 20 minutes a day, every day. Learn your market, buy box, all that good stuff. And also buy the course, join the Facebook group. Bye.